Hey everybody, well you've joined me, and I'm on a bit of a mission now because I've just done a video up in the lanes, and I came around that corner and thought, you know what, this bike feels a little bit funny on the back end. I hope I don't have a puncture. I hope I don't have a solid screw in my tyre, and I do. So I've now got to work out what I'm going to do about this. I actually happen to be outside a tyre place, but I think they just do car tyres. They're going to be of no use to me. Now, as many of you know, I've done videos having punctures in the past. With my insurance, I do have a breakdown service, so I could call them, and they could come down, pick me up, and take me back home. And I can get it sorted from there. Now, it should be an easy fix, because these are tube tyres. There's not a big hole in the tyre. I can just get a new inner tube, and it'll be fine. As I say, I don't want to wait around for the recovery firm from my insurance company to come and get me, because it will probably take me 2 hours. So, I'm going to see if Halfords have any miracle products, and we'll use one. We'll do an on-the-spot review. Will it get me home or not? That's all I care about. Cheers, dude. I so should have taken the vendetta. Okay, well, they don't seem to think this is a very good idea. In fact, the guy in Health was just going, "No, you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it, it's going to ruin your tyre, it turns solid foam and all this sort of stuff." I don't think that's what happens with this, but whatever. I want to get my ass home. I'm going to try and use Tyreweld. It has an inner tube. It has the screw in it still. It just has to block that little tiny gap around it for a short while. This cost me £9. I got absolutely no discount using my trade card. Right. The annoying thing is I actually do need to go in there and buy food, but I'm not going to go and buy food and then have this not work and then the food get ruined. So I'm going to have to go all the way home to come all the way back here on a different bike. Thank God for having more than one bike, as I've said before. Right, you ready for this? Twist the button and leave it on. This is designed for car tyres up to 16 inches. 17-inch rim. I don't care if it's got 20 psi in it or equivalent. I just want to get home. Okay, we're done. Then we need to get moving. Where's the bin? There is no bin. Right, it's going in my bag. Let's find out. It'll be very interesting to see if this actually works or not. This is a true on-the-moment experiment. I was not planning on doing this today. I was never planning on doing this. I don't particularly want to have to put Tyreweld in my tyre, but right now, I just want to get the bike home. At the moment, it actually feels fine. I don't have time for this. I could be losing foam. The guy in Halfords was absolutely adamant that I should not do this. He's like, and I understand why. He doesn't ride a bike. And he's like, well, we sold a bike-specific one. They don't sell anyone anymore. I think it's only for car tyres. I think the actual size of the tyre is important because you can't turn it off. And then he's saying about how this one can be used on truck tyres and a wheelbarrow tyre. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure they have different size wheels. I just need to get one that's about the right size. I mean, fair play to him, because obviously it's his job. He can't sell the wrong product to someone, because they'll come back and be like, oh, blah, 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 you sold me this and it didn't work. I've crashed, I've died, it's your fault. I said to him, don't worry, not your responsibility. You've told me you don't think I should do it. I'm going to, but I understand what you're saying. I am trying to be relatively careful, because I do realise at any moment I might lose all pressure. But then I already have lost all pressure, and it hasn't been a problem. I can't believe I've got to go all the way home just to come all the way back off the island on a different bike. God. I'll have to assess what this rear tyre's like as to what I'm going to do future-wise. Like whether I'm going to replace the tyres or just get another tube or what. I think at the moment I'll probably just get another tube and just keep using the tyre for now. The guy in Health is like, it's basically expanding foam, and once it's solid you'll never get it off. And I'm like, so how do you get a tyre off of a rim if it's full of it on a car, if you can't do it on a bike. And he's like, I don't know. But I suppose he did try to offer all the advice he could at the same time as telling me I'm an idiot and I shouldn't do it. So there's that. But hey, I'm an idiot who's halfway home. Many of you might say, I've done this multiple times, it's absolutely fine. Oh, I don't feel my turning radius being as good. Oh, is that getting a little softer? It is a little soft, as you can see. It's got a bit more flexing than it should have, but that can has done the trick. Okay, well, as I'm back on the island, the tyre is still up. I'm going to take the opportunity to test this. I'm going to go over here where it's a bit off-roady, and I'm going to give this tyre some abuse. I want to see if it holds. I want to know how much would I rely on this in the future. I don't think I'd sit on a motorway for a long time. I don't think I'd want to do a lot of miles, because I can definitely feel this maybe getting softer. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just losing a bit of grip. But it hasn't failed. So let's give it some abuse. I might end up ripping that screw out though, that's the only consideration I have to think of. That was pretty bumpy. We still have our screw. So shall I try that again without having my face in the exhaust? The screw is still here. There is a little leakage of foam around it. I can't hear anything. How much tread have we actually got left on this? Oh, see, look at this tyre. It's actually got loads left on it. So what I'm going to do is I'll just get a new tube. So I can just have more fun on it, I guess. Let's see how far we can push this thing. And if the screw comes out, I think we might be in trouble. But then maybe it will solve itself. Let's find out. Will the screw come out? You wait. You'll hear a and I'll have a screw stuck in my leg and I've been poisoned to death by Tyreweld. Okay, so the question of can you use Tyreweld to fix a motorcycle tyre? Can you? Is yes, you can. As long as you get the right sized can. So I used one, I'll show you the can in a minute, the size. I was going to get the little diddy one, but that wouldn't have been enough. You definitely need the slightly bigger one. I won't go too far with it, although you can switch it off once it's filled the tyre up. It seems to get to a pressure and that's all it's going to have. I mean, you can definitely feel it's softer than it should be. But I gave the tyre a lot of abuse, and I think it did let a bit more of the gas out, because this has definitely gone down a bit more. It's still up enough that, well, no, you wouldn't want to ride at any great speed on that. And it was warm when I got home. I don't know if that was a reaction of the foam, or whether that's the heat of the tyre being underinflated. But it got me back. But I wonder how big this screw was. It's going to be a little 1 inch, isn't it? So this is the can that I use. This is the small and medium up to 16-inch tyres. This wasn't enough pressure. It was enough to start with, but there wasn't a lot of extra there. It was just enough. So don't use anything smaller than that if you're going to try this. You can turn this on and off, even though the guy seemed to tell me that you couldn't. Because look, I'm sure it will turn back on again. Is this sticky? Yeah, it's got a slight stickiness to it. Okay, well, it's actually been a couple of days since I squirted that foam down. As you can see, it's turned into, well, nothing. It's just a slightly latexy feeling patch on the ground, which definitely says that this doesn't turn into expanding foam in the sense of that solid stuff like the guy in Halfords was suggesting to me. But it worked in my instance. I now have a new inner tube. I'm going to sort this out very soon. Subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed this video and the other content on the channel, please consider following the links in the description to show your support.